Hi Gemini, welcome to your November reading. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. This may or may not resonate, may resonate now, at the end of the month, at the middle of the month, or months throughout. Feel free to check in whenever you want. And also, if you want a private reading from me, everything is down below and in the info box on my channel. So let's just get started before I start bumbling and fumbling with my words. I'll be using the Rider-Waite deck today and just shuffling and seeing what comes out. And then I'm going to be using the Sexual Magic Tarot deck for the love part specifically, but it seems like we're already talking about love. And also, I'm doing mid-months this month, okay. Ooh, okay. Gemini, what are you doing? Okay. I don't know what this is, actually. I don't know what this is. Let me show you the cards. Three of Swords. I'm not laughing at you. Three of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna confess just right now. It's just that I get anxious when I have to do your video because it's just a video. Like, you know, I don't want anybody to read into it anything that pertains to me. Let me just be explicit about this, okay? Also, because I'm a very firm believer of communication. I'm also an air sign like you guys, and I'm also very, very mercurial, both in my Western astrology and in my Vedic astrology. I have a lot of Mercury ruled and Uranus placements, so I firmly believe in direct and honest communication. So and I actually really find it annoying and petty when things are done like underhandedly through third parties and measures. I just don't understand. Like, that's my Virgo moon. I just don't understand. I don't get it. To me, it's just weird and annoying. So I hope nobody I hate doing all this explanation, especially for all the rest of the people that don't know me. But this is I've been avoiding doing your video the whole day because I just don't want anything related to me. That's it. Okay, so seems like this is beautiful, actually, okay? This could go in two ways. Either, I'm telling you, this is making me agitated. Okay, so either Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is not only heartbreak, but could be like a third party situation where there were three people involved, but it's like a ending. In this case, it doesn't really pertain to three people specifically. It's just about the fact that there has to be an ending in order for something to come together, which I'll show you. But it's the first card out, and it relates to the separation, basically, you know. It relates especially here to a choice. Seems like you had or you were part of a choice, and a choice was made. So At the middle of the spread, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the card of stability. It's the card of fortune. It's the card of longevity. It's the card of legacy, long term. And long term, you know, not just every 10 can be interpreted as a long term card. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands, especially the 10 of Wands in pertaining to relationships. That's a long-term relationship that has been built and walked the whole path, you know, been through the highs and lows and everything. This is instead the long term, as in terms of legacy. So this can be viewed as a new long term. Does that make sense? You know, like new. It's either a new title, an establishment, how do I say it? New career is just something that is already fruitful on its own. It doesn't start off from ground zero, let's say that. Or how do I explain myself? It's not only about ground zero. It's about starting with the purpose of this. This is fruitful, okay? So whether you, if it was a third party situation, whether you were the outsider of two people, don't worry, because if you were expelled from the situation, it was for your highest good. It was for your highest good, because there's so much more coming to you than what you would have probably achieved either in a relationship or in that job. Also, this could be you. These two together are also a sign either of a breakup, like you getting out of a situation because there is new potential elsewhere. You know, in case you were the one in the situation, there was a third party involved, signifies, especially with the Two of Cups there, that you probably made the right choice, you know. But it still hurt. The Three of Swords as the first card out, it wasn't a light choice. Let's just say that. It hurt. Also, this is about a crumbling of a foundation, because something better, either with the same person or someone new, or the same job, you know, could be anything, is happening, you know. It's just evolving. This is an evolution here. It doesn't really have to, you know. I don't think the Three of Swords here is pain for anybody, especially if it was a third party situation. I don't think nobody's in pain. Exactly, because probably maybe there was some loss in the past, but you see, the fact of the Five of Cups, as I said in another video, is that there are 3 spilled cups which are equal to that Three of Swords. No, let me move my fingers. Which are equal to those 3 swords. But on the other side, if he turns around, there are still 2 cups that can be picked up. And here they are. So here it's basically about making the choice that most honors what you want. You know? Because you're guided, especially with the Star card, but by what you feel is right for you, by what you feel can give you the most, especially, you know, it doesn't have to have anything to do with the certainty of the situation. It has to do with a feeling that, you know, you feel something, and you just know that you feel like you have to go in that direction for no reason at all, aside from being guided. If you were the one external here, yeah, you have to heal, but trust me, seems like here, especially these 3 cards, the way they're coming up, you decide what side you're on, but seems like this is destiny. It just looks like destiny, the way that the cards are. And this is the first card out. This is just destiny. This is how things need to play out. You know? The only thing here is, as an air sign, I'm just telling you this, not with the cards. Let me keep shuffling. Us air signs have a tendency to want to dominate our emotions, you know? So I'm saying, be careful what you choose, or be careful what you feel, basically. Be careful what you feel. Okay, a lot of cards. So we have the 5 of Swords, the Strength card, the 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, King of Cups, Fool, Emperor. Oh! Gemini, if you have Aries or Scorpio placements, don't fool yourself, okay? Okay. So, let me just tell you what I see here, okay? Seems like there is a lot of love between you and someone, okay? Seems like it doesn't have to be love, especially, you know, if it hasn't been built. There's a connection, an immediate connection. It's just that there has been so much game playing and pettiness with this connection, and pain, I think, on both ends on some level. But also with the 5 of Swords at some point next to the 2 of Cups, this is about you. The 5 of Swords is the card of like, I need to think about myself regardless, right? So it seems also like you need to think about yourself mostly, and, you know, do what's right for you, especially when it comes to your feelings here. Because someone seems like this to me is the other person, whoever you feel, you know, connected to. What the hell? The one you feel connected to. They chose to be the bigger person here. They chose to walk away from a situation that was kind of hurting them, you know, because the 5 of Swords is defeat and pettiness, and they were like, no, I'm not having it. This is just bullshit. I cannot. This is just bullshit. I cannot. If you're in a commitment and you have Aries placements, in this commitment seems like there are a little petty arguments, and you're still kind of looking back at someone. If you have Aries placements, I'm just being specific here. Seems like you're looking back at someone. Because what the hell, you know? But you feel kind of like you've lost them. It's not like you've lost them. It's just that they were mature enough to safeguard themselves. The Strength card, this is walking away. This is walking away for sure. This is like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm not doing this, bye. But next to the Strength card seems like this person has done this, and somebody walked away from you or vice versa. This person has done this. They have maybe Leo placements somewhere. They have done this because they were mature enough to be like vulnerable and very honest with themselves in understanding what it really means for them to love someone and to be respectful and self-preserve themselves. They walked away because they chose the higher road. They would rather, be alone than partake into something that they know is gonna hurt them in the long run. Because seems like the Strength card is also about nobility. So this person is has very, very noble and brave ideas. So next to the Six of Swords is really coming off as someone who walked away to self-preserve, but also because they have very, very clear and noble ideas on what love is to them and freedom, basically. They're prideful, it's true, but they are like, I would rather, have someone want to be with me rather than, not. They're very open and vulnerable. You see what she's doing with the lion and the way he's trusting her. And they seem like they want this vulnerability, which is something that when you're having this Five of Swords energy, could be or me or you, especially in certain situations, it's cool to have this energy. But in love, sometimes this comes off as pettiness, and they're like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay, but I'm leaving. Ooh, so Six of Wands and the Scorpio card. This could be either you, the Six of Wands could also be a card of marriage. So maybe this is you walking away from a situation that was just very unworthy. But also this is someone being emotionally triumphant. So probably there had to be like maturity, a lot of maturity before, because this other person, whoever they are, they match you. They match you. It's like their leaving had to force you and prompt you into, or you were leaving, whatever, had to force someone into a very like emotional growth, maturity, and owning their emotions, owning what they're doing, owning their decisions. And then Emperor and the Fool. Yo, the ultimate boss. The ultimate boss, someone who sees what they want and they go get it fearlessly. And you know why they're fearless with the Fool card here? Is not the Emperor makes decisions, head over heart decisions, it's true. But with the Fool card, they are also, this is not the unevolved Emperor. This is the Emperor that knows how precious their emotions are and they honor them. Hence, they're very able to walk and be brave, but not because they want to get someone, That's the maturity that had to be acquired here. It's not like they are You see, that's why I'm saying that this person is matching you. Oh my God, this reading is deep. I just want to convey the message in the most cleanest possible way. That's why I'm saying that this person is matching you, because this person did an act of total freedom and total respect of other people, because that's what they believe in. And you know, you cannot have true love or a real connection with someone where there's real intimacy and there's real, you know, sharing, when you're both, when there's this defeating, I wanna one up you and play with you and be the stronger one with one another. That's never gonna happen. And especially when it happens, especially in connections with people, this may be love or anything else, you don't just have this competitive energy if it's meant to dominate one another. There's no possibility for something real. And also that urge for domination, it's basically, it's like a reflection of your insecurity. And this person here wants, whoever it is that has to emotionally mature, this person here is someone who isn't insecure. Yes, they have their own issues, but this is someone who knows their shit. This is someone who goes and dives because they honor their emotions, regardless of who they're trying to get, who they're not trying to get, what they're trying to do or not. This is someone who moves because they respect their own heart. They're so sure in themselves and in what they feel and in the deepness of what they feel, that they're able to walk with confidence. This could be you or the other person. They're able to walk with confidence and they're not afraid of anything. This doesn't look, you know, he's a boss, and the Fool card is the card of bravery. You could also be dealing with an Aries. Ooh, okay, so it's already 22 minutes in. So I just want to see the Three of Swords. Three of Swords and the World card, so a definitive ending. Definitive ending. Closing cycles permanently. It's over, like forever. Forever. Five of Swords. And clarified by the Nine of Swords. So a lot of loss and anxiety. Probably feeling maybe that you having some regret. Let's just say that. Maybe being afraid. Maybe being afraid. Okay, maybe being afraid to expose yourself and your feelings, because also here it's like Nine of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Someone here is afraid. They're holding back a lot. What's this noise? They're holding back a lot and they're contemplating. They're really reflecting. Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here. Let's see. Seems like a lot of growth here, because, you know, why does something have to happen in your life for you not to evolve somehow, you know? Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Let's see. Clarified by the devil. Okay. Gemini, if you're in a situation where you're with someone but you're still thinking about someone else, I understand how you would feel bound and constricted and conflicted. And I understand why you wouldn't want to. If you're dealing with a Scorpio specifically, seems like you guys are getting it on. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, if you're a Scorpio with Gemini placements, seems like there's someone that you're really thinking of a lot in all kinds of ways. Emperor and the Fool. High Priestess. Okay, so you're keeping things to yourself. Queen of Cups. So you see this person as someone who matches you. Haven't said anything yet. Chariot. Then taking action. Saying it. Oh, so you're gonna take this risk. Amazing. But also being afraid. You're afraid of what? Of the consequences? But don't you think it's liberatory? Liberatory, liberating, thank God. And let's shuffle. Let's see specifically. What it is, or let's see for some different people, you know, might be a different situation. No, it's not a different situation, okay? Okay, Emperor and the Two of Swords. So you're pretending you're doing the right thing. I'm telling you, yeah, the Emperor, I said, is the person that does the choice, the right choice. They're very responsible and all that. And you're still, though, watching someone else. Maybe you think that you lost them. Maybe you feel rejected, or you're afraid to approach them. But you're also, yeah, you feel maybe that there was a loss here. And you're confused. Seven of Cups, you're confused. And it might be another air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you're confused. And also, you maybe feel like this person has put an end to this, because this is the Queen of Swords in this deck is the scorned woman. She's angry. So maybe you're afraid that this person is done. You know? Maybe you thought they were done. Tower card. King of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so seems... The thing is this, that if you don't make a decision, it will be made for you. And once this decision is made, it is definitive, you know? You're maybe afraid to approach this person. If you have earth placements, you think you lost them. Oh, where are the cards? You think you lost them, but you see Five of Wands and the Sun card again. It's out, like you cannot hide this anymore. If you're the Gemini that is in a situation where, you know, seems like you cannot interfere anymore in somebody else's relationship because they seem very, very happy and looks like you're the odd one out looking. So yeah, and in this case, how are you, what's going on with, you know, dealing with unavailable people? You have to ask yourself the question. You see, Five of Chalices, the loss of someone and they're uniting with someone else, Seven of Wands. And a union that brings the ending to something else. Three of Swords, Four of Wands. Could also just be you realizing that whatever situation you were before was just unworthy of you and somebody much more valid shows up. Let me just clarify this Emperor. I just want to see who this person is. If it's different from the King of Pentacles. If you're dealing with an earth sign, leave them alone because you got someone else much better, especially if they're a Scorpio. They're gonna show you. They're gonna show you. So Emperor, if you're the Emperor, you know, let's see. Emperor, let's see what comes out to clarify this card. Okay, so you're a Gemini with Aries placements, if you are. There is someone you're really, really thinking about. So if this Aries, or if you have Aries placement, you are really eager to go to someone. Look at the Knight of Wands. He's been watching, and then he's like, no, I gotta go. I got to do this. Or it could be the Scorpio. Because you're tired. You are watching this person, or this person is watching you, maybe on social media or something. And it's tiring. It's just tiring. You're tired of the conflict. You just want them, or somebody just wants you. You're tired of pretending. Yeah, you're tired. Oh my God, you're tired of pretending. Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You're tired of pretending and faking that, you know, that you don't feel this, or someone with you. So let me say it again. If you were the third party and you get expelled, don't worry. There's a lot more and so much better that's coming for you. If you're the one in the third party, choose wisely. If you're just indecisive, okay, if you've been watching someone from afar, okay, and you've been like, you know, using their pictures, no judgment. Here they are, and it seems like with the Knight of Wands, you're just gonna do it. You're just gonna go for it. Two of Cups twice. twice. You guys. You know? You guys. See you for the mid-month.